Hey YouTube, it's Jen. So I am finally back to making videos. So sorry about the hiatus. Life has just been really busy. I've had a lot going on and my darn camera literally broke. So I have a brand new camcorder and this is like a real camcorder. It's HD. I'm very excited about that. It's a little nervous being in front of you in HD, but I think the quality is going to be a lot better in my upcoming videos and that's just really exciting for me. So for some reason, I still felt compelled to save all of my body care, candles, soaps for Empties videos. So I just have a gigantic pile of Empties to show you, and I'm going to go ahead and get through them. I'm not going to go too into detail about these because there's just so many, and this video would be really long, but I'm going to go through them rather quickly. And in the future, instead of doing kind of a monthly Empties video, what I'm going to do is I have a Bath & Body Works sack kind of by this filming area, and I'm just going to toss my Empties into there, and then once it gets filled, I will do an Empties video, and that way I can keep them at a reasonable length and still be able to talk about the products the way I normally do. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'll start out with soaps. Well, I went through quite a lot of soap. I finished a crisp golden pear. This was a holiday scent. Finished a Crimson Plum from last year's fall, another really good scent. Finished a White Citrus, an Aqua Blossom, fresh picked pink pomegranate, an Aloha Orchid. That one smelled kind of odd. It was almost like a candy scent. It wasn't what I was expecting. And then finally I finished a Mandarin Citron from the Provence collection, and this was probably one of my favorite of the bunch because this just smelled so fresh and clean, and it was really perfect for summer. So those were all the soaps. I did use up one pocket back. I used up this Simply Bloom, and I've had this for a while. This really wasn't anything that great. It just kind of smelled like Purell to me, so I wouldn't really repurchase that if it came out again. Okay, so now on to body care. I did use up I think a fair amount of body care. I did use up 2 travel size sprays. The first is Secret Wonderland, which is now an online exclusive. I love Secret Wonderland. It's probably one of my favorites right now. It's a really pretty scent, and I think it gets even better once the weather gets colder. And then I have an Apricot Vanilla from the Vanillas collection. This one was kind of one of the rarer scents. Not all stores had it. It's a nice kind of rich apricot scent. The scent is really strong. But man, I got so sick of that by the time I was done, so I'm not going to be missing that one for a while. And then I used up a bunch of the 2-ounce preview lotions. Back in the day, Bath & Body Works used to release these before the scent came out. They were $1, a great deal. I used to always buy them, sometimes in multiples if I really liked the scent. So I used up a Jingle Bellini from the 3 Cheers collection. It's kind of a peachy effervescent scent. A Wild Berry Tulips from the Enchanted Garden collection. A Vanilla Teeny from the 3 Cheers collection, and a Wild Apple Daffodil from the Wild Garden collection. All those were nice. They smelled good enough. Nothing really stood out in my opinion, but they were nice scents. And then I used up a full-size lotion in Twilight Woods, and this was like a sparkly packaging. This came out in the holidays maybe a year or 2 ago, and Twilight Woods is one of my all-time favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. I just think it's wonderful. Very cozy and warm. I did use up some shower gel. I used up a Frosted Snowberry. This was from holiday a year or 2 ago. This one smelled okay, just kind of a standard fruity scent. Used up a Secret Craving from Victoria's Secret. This smells so good and so kind of mature and sexy, but something about it didn't quite mesh with my body chemistry too well. I don't know what it is, but unfortunately it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And then I also used up one of my favorite shower gels. This is the Fresh Picked Pear from the Fresh Picked collection. I love these body washes. They're $8 and you get like 16 ounces worth of product. Great deal, and the shower gel is really no different from the Signature collection. Feels exactly the same. And then last but not least in body care, I used up a mini perfume. I used up a Miss Dior Cherie, and this is so tiny as you can see. I got this as like a 100-point perk from Sephora a couple years ago. Used it up, loved it. I love this scent. I think it's one that I would think about purchasing in the full size in the future, but right now I'm kind of working through my perfumes, whittling them down to ones that I really want to keep and wear forever. And so maybe I'll buy it, maybe not, who knows. Okay, now on to home fragrance. I used up a room spray, and it takes me forever to use these just because one spray is so strong and there's a lot of sprays in these little bottles, but I used up an Island Margarita, and Island Margarita, everybody loves it, everybody talks about it. So I bought one, smelled it in the store. Oh, that smells okay. Yeah, I hate this scent. I cannot do it. It smells way too salty for me, and it makes me ill. I finished it because I don't like to waste, but yeah, not a fan of Island Margarita, unfortunately. That was not good. And I also used up a Wallflower bulb in Aloha Waikiki. This smelled pretty good. It's kind of a soft, sweet hibiscus scent. This came out this summer. I got it on sale, I think, when these were all discounted. And it did its job. It smelled at my home just fine. So I like the Wallflowers. They get a lot of flack. I personally don't have very many problems with them. I can always smell them. I have a creamy pumpkin going right now. It smells great. So they work for me. And then I have a ton of candles. So I have Aloha Waikiki. This one was good. I burnt a Peach Bellini. You can't go wrong with this scent. It's just a juicy, peachy scent. Wonderful. I used up a Palm Leaves from the Coastal Cool collection. I love this collection, especially the glass. This burned really well, just a nice, fresh, grassy scent. I used a White Sand. I couldn't burn this till it was like all the way done because the wax got really brown. This was originally like pristine white, and it smelled kind of burnt at the end. Kind of a bummer, but that's how it goes. I burned the Turquoise Waters from the Coastal Cool collection, and as you can see, it didn't burn well. The smell was great, and the throw was really good, but yeah, mid-range it really died out. I think I'm gonna actually keep this, maybe put it on my candle warmer and see if that gives out any more scent. I burned an Endless Weekend. I love Endless Weekend. Just kind of a nice, sweet scent. It's perfect for summer. I burned a Provence Garden. I loved this scent, and this, as you can see, burned really well. This didn't really smell like a garden to me though. It kind of just smelled soapy and clean, but it smelled really good. So I bought it and I burned it, and I'm happy because it burned really well. I also burned a Tokyo Petals from the Around the World collection. Again, mid-range. It just got really kind of icky and sooty, so I stopped burning it. Not a good one. And then I burned a London Calling. This burned really well. It's a nice tea and lemon scent. I love that scent. Can't go wrong. And then my last 3 wick is going to be a Lavender Vanilla from the White Barn collection. I love this fragrance. It smells so good. It has the strongest throw, perfect burn. You can't go wrong with it. Okay, and last but not least, I have some like little candles I've burned. I mainly burn these in my bathroom in the evening. It's just kind of nice to have that in there. So I burned a Tuscan Herbs. This is the 4-ounce candle. This burned really well. As you can see, it burned all the way down, and the throw was actually really good. It smelled like basil. I mean, I didn't really smell any other herbs in it other than basil, but it burned well. Probably wouldn't repurchase it again because it did make my bathroom smell very strongly of basil, which is a little bit odd. I also burned a mini candle in Island Waters. This burned all the way down. There was a little bit of soot on the bottom, well, on the side here, but I think that's because I left it burning for a little bit too long, as you can see. So that was my own mistake. I used up this little Cheers to Capri Limoncello tin candle. This I was really pleasantly surprised with. It burned really well all the way down, and it smelled really strongly of lemon, great throw and great burn. So I would definitely repurchase the tins again if they came out in other fragrances. And then I have 2 mason jars. I have a Lemon Verbena and an Oceanside. And I liked both of these. I really like the mason jars. If there's ever a deal on them, I always try and take advantage because I think they're really great candles, and I think they burn really well. I live in a small condo, so I don't really need super strong scents, so sometimes those work out really well for me. So those were all of my empties. If you made it through the end, you're a saint. I will definitely have smaller empties videos in the future. If you guys have any video requests for me coming up, let me know. I am working on an updated collection for you. My collection is still huge, and the storage is still somewhat the same, but it has been pared down, oddly enough. As you can see, I've been really working through kind of using things up and kind of paring down my body care especially. I've been really trying to use that stuff up, giving things away to like my sister that I know I'm just not going to get to. So that's been kind of fun. And I also have a haul coming up because I did buy some fall things from Bath & Body Works. So thank you for watching. Comment below, tell me how you've been, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!